Okay, it's time to get a little bit more serious with the energy work. I've shown in an earlier video how a geometric configuration of anything, of crystals, of zero-point beads, of orgonites, anything can ramp up the power. So you always kind of want to be thinking of how can we increase the power or get it to a level that is right for where we're at. Now, when you start putting energy, things like this together, it can, if you're starting to open up, become a little bit overwhelming. You may have strong detox symptoms, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, disorientation. That happens because all this stuff we're doing raises your vibration. It's like you hear about the ascension, Earth's energy is increasing, Earth's heading into a new dimension, we're evolving into a higher dimension, fifth dimension. Fourth dimension is the astral, we're heading into the fifth dimension. So getting your vibration up, possibly as rapidly as you can, but controlled. You want to utilize your common sense there. So what I've done is, since my last time, I'm always thinking of ways to improve that. So I took a bunch of, here's Ozarka bottles of water. When you add water to a setup like this, you increase the water energies. These tubes have soil in them, topsoil, so you're increasing the soil energy, which is earth energies. The tubes here have metal in them, so that's metal energies. The beads have glass. The beads are made of glass. That's glass energies. Orgonite has it's a resin. It's an organic compound. The resin, organic compound, attracts orgone energy. The metal inside the orgonite reflects energy. So metal also with 0 point reflects energy out. So I've added this bottles of water here to kind of enhance the water energies, because our bodies have mostly water. So you add more water to the mix here, you're going to resonate the energy with the water in your body a lot more. I've taken my wand here and kind of generally pointed to the center as best as I could here. And that's going to send up some energy. It's directional energy to the center. So we're focused as much using the sacred geometry, the Stars of David, the 114 with the Stars of David around it is sacred geometry. You're using patterns, which is, in a higher sense, programming to make changes to our bodies or to the environment. You'll notice when you put energy like this together, things just start to change around you, situations, emotions, your health, everything, because your intentions then are amplified. This, sitting in front of this, is a big time amplifier. And I took the lid to my charging box down there and stuck it behind the center of here. I have it propped up on some boxes there, but you put metal behind this, it's going to reflect out. So even more, because the energy generally goes everywhere. The pipes do focus it to an extent, and there's pennies inside of these. Each pipe has a penny set behind it. So each pipe is really directional, but putting that metal plate, the metal will charge up with 0 point and orgonite, and it will reflect out even more back towards us with this energy. So by putting metal behind it, if you wanted to go further, you could put 3 layers of metal behind the plywood there, separated by cardboard, some insulator or whatever. So we're getting a triple layered, and that will reflect back the energy almost completely. So a minimum of 3 layers. I'm just using wands. It's the lid to that. It's got a good energy to it. It's not a stainless steel. It's a corrosion resistant outdoor material, some kind of iron material. It's a special thing of steel with a good coating, so the energy actually feels good. You want to use metals that feel comfortable. Copper, which these are, is very neutral. Even galvanized steel, the galvanized, which is zinc, has a decent feeling to it. It's higher feeling, higher pitch, I would say, to the higher end than copper. Copper is very neutral, so it's good. Now we're going to take this a step further here, and let let me get over here with my chair. And I have taken the Sacred G Fusion posters. This is 2 posters taped into the back of the chair. It's on the back so that I don't crinkle it when I sit down. And I kind of sit with my front to there, you know, the back to you. And what this does is this Sacred G creates energy, puts energy out like this. And the 0 point energy here, the Terra Buster, sends energy there. So it's putting it both ways, putting you in kind of a compression of the energy. If we had 3 layers of metal here, you know, separated by the thickness of cardboard, it doesn't have to be that deep there. 1/4 inch metal is good. You choose the metal with the energy that you like. So brass is all right. Bronze would be good. Anything that's not uncomfortable. And 3 layers behind there would just create a very rapid resonance chamber, and the pressure would really build up. So it can get pretty intense. Even this can be pretty strong. Once I let go here, yeah, within 2 seconds or 5 seconds, I'm already feeling the energy. My voice should still be pretty good there. So the water, every time I add something, every time you move something around, replace it, you feel the energy rise a little bit because you're making a change. Ideally, if I could mount this to some rotor to turn it, that would really pick up the energy, because rotating, if you saw my Skybuster, I was rotating just a Star of David, just like that size of it, in kind of a 3-dimensional space. But if we could take this 114 here with everything on it and rotate it slowly, that's going to add a lot of power to it. It's going to ramp it up probably 1,000 times or more. You can find your ideal speed there, but this is pretty heavy. It's a good little prototype. There are changes I would make to it, of course, and having done one, they're easier now. But ideally, if we wanted to make our own little, let's say, ascension chamber or initiation like that, we could take in geometries like pyramid shapes, which pull the energy, like the Great Pyramid, go to that angle. It creates effects called like King's Chamber and Queen's Chamber effects that can allow you to heal or initiate you, which is a very intense, that really gets through the blockages. It forces everything to the surface. It causes the cells to detoxify the chemicals and the bad stuff in the air. It pulls it all out. I mean, sitting here, I'm kind of sweating from the energy. I'm in long sleeves too. But thinking of new ways to explore using your mind and the elements. As I mentioned, metal is very good for reflecting out back the energy. And organic compounds, the resin and the Orgonite, absorb the energies. So you can build, these are like, basically Orgonite acts like capacitors. It stores energy, it sends it out, stores it, sends it out, stores it. A very broad 0 point is basically the source of all frequency. So each of these 0 points, it's not a frequency we're concerned about, it's basically giving us a full spectrum. So these energies become what you need them to be. You can send it in, focus, tune this whole device with your thoughts into the energy of love and send it out to whoever you need there. If you had a picture of somebody that needed some healing or needed an extra boost of energy, you could put their photo in front of this, and it's like radionics. It will, using your thoughts, direct the energy to whoever you need. Now this shirt here